What's going on, guys? I'm back with a new video reviewing the Pentax K1000 with the 80 to 200mm f4.5 lens. So then, this camera was so successful, it was made from 1976 to 1997, and it is a high-end SLR camera from Pentax. So this camera is a film camera, but is of such high quality, it is still being used today as a main camera. It's a really, like for me, it takes in 24mm film, I think, and it's quite basic, but you have the shutter button here, then how much film you've got left, use this to wind it on. Then on the top you have the shutter speed and ISO control here. Goes from 1,000th of a second to infinity, which means you can hold it down and you'll get a long exposure. Then you got the viewfinder, I'll show you that in a minute, and they've a windy on thing, as well as the hot shoe as well. And we do have a large flash for that. This camera, when it came out, was about £500 in 1976 for the body only without a lens, which is actually a huge amount of money. Now, why did it cost so much? Well, the construction is a complete aluminium shell and metal along the lens and a leather kind of back to it, but this is extremely solid. This is why it costs so much. This is why it's still working today. Now, this camera has a 100% coverage accurate viewfinder, which means that what you look into the eyepiece is exactly what comes out on the film when you develop a photo, which is really important. So like I said at the start of the video, this has got the 80 to 200mm f4.5 lens, and the f4.5 stands for the aperture. Now that's a little wide for a telephoto lens, which means that's a good thing, by the way. That means you're going to get a lot of depth of field, and it just looks really good because it's good quality glass slapped on the front. The problem is, if you get a expensive lens, I'm sure quite a lot of people know this, it's extremely expensive. This lens second hand alone cost something like £400. It was quite a lot to get, but there is a 50mm lens which I'm not going to put on, which came with the Pentax itself. Here is a test shot from the Highlands of Scotland. So thank you so much for watching my video on the Pentax K1000 SLR.